It's 4, I don't even know, 4 something in the morning. Can you see me from the glow of the television? See if I can get a brighter channel. Um, I just woke up. It's 4:30 a.m. My body is hating on me so hard right now. I really need to get back to sleep. I'm super stressed about the 30 degrees that are coming. I was over at a friend's house, like next door, for a little bit, and the temperature was just too warm for me, and that cost me energy. And then around about that time, I'm coming back to my apartment, and this neighbor, um, starts like talking at me. He says, "Oh, you're walking good," because like, you see me in my mobility scooter. And then he talks about people like cheating. First, walking good, and I say something like, "Yeah, like using my mobility scooter like allows me to keep my abilities for longer." And then he just launches into like people cheating the system, and I'm sure I'm looking at him like a crazy person. I've got my mask on because you can only see my eyes, and then he says something to the effect of, uh, sorry, my brain is not working. Oh yeah, well, people who have mental illness and their doctors say they're not mentally ill, and they start screaming about it because they're going to lose benefits. And it was like, I mean, I was too unwell and I've had too much going on, and I mean, it's one of those. If I thought of it in the moment to say, look, this is exactly the nonsense that precipitated a government in British Columbia about 20 years ago to like demand that all persons with disability on assistance redo their application paperwork. They wasted huge amounts of money on the doctor's assessment and then on the bureaucrats assessing their assessment, and found nobody was cheating the system, and people committed suicide. But like, still this entrenched prejudice continues, and I mean, while I do need my story to go fully public, for it to go fully public, then you get more of this nonsense, and it just costs so much energy. And it's like, you don't see me during every part of the day, you know? I went back on my serapeptase recently because I'm doing so poorly, and the dysautonomia is so bad. And oh god, sorry. um, the serapeptase really helps with the pain. Oh, sorry, I talked about it before. I can't pull my thoughts together to explain how it works, but it's expensive. Like, even the cheapest I could find is still expensive. So I stopped taking it for a bit to try to save money, to try to stretch money. And it's like, you don't know what I'm taking or not taking, or what I can't afford to take, or what I had to take because the situation was crushing me and I needed some emotional relief. Like, you don't know what supports a person is on, and I mean, the whole like disability aids being so we don't push ourselves and temporarily or permanently worsen ourselves. You know, it's just so frustrating. The lack of education is so pronounced, and journalists are just not talking about these stories, and we're not educating the population. You know, so to have a neighbor just vomit on me like that is really messed up.